A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development that has raised eyebrows across the media landscape, Paramount Global, the parent company of CBS, has agreed to pay a staggering $16 million to settle a lawsuit filed by former President Donald Trump. The lawsuit stemmed from an edited interview aired by CBS's flagship program, 60 Minutes, featuring then Vice President Kamala Harris during the contentious last fall elections. This settlement, announced on Tuesday, has sparked a heated debate about the implications for independent journalism and the media's role in holding power accountable. The lawsuit claimed that CBS's decision to edit Harris's responses regarding the Israel-Hamas conflict constituted election interference and inflicted emotional harm upon Trump. Trump's legal team argued that the editing misrepresented Harris's stance, thereby impacting public perception during a crucial election period. CBS's editorial choices, however, are generally protected under the First Amendment, leading many legal experts to view Trump's claims as unfounded. As the news broke, it became clear that this settlement was not just a legal maneuver, but also a strategic business decision. Paramount's co-CEO, George Cheeks, emphasized the need for the company to avoid the unpredictable costs and potential reputational damage associated with prolonged legal battles. The settlement allows Paramount to move forward with its ongoing $8 billion merger with Skydance Media, a deal that requires approval from the Federal Communications Commission, FCC. This approval process is particularly sensitive, given Trump's influence over the FCC during his presidency. The reaction from the journalism community has been overwhelmingly critical. Many journalists and media advocates have expressed concern that this settlement represents a troubling precedent for corporate media's relationship with political power. Bob Kornrevier, chief counsel for the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, lamented that the settlement opens the door to government influence over media operations, stating, "A cold wind just blew through every newsroom this morning." Jamil Jaffer, executive director of the Knight First Amendment Institute, echoed these sentiments, arguing that the settlement is a stark reminder of the media's vulnerability to political pressure. He described the lawsuit as frivolous and suggested that Paramount's decision to settle was an unfortunate capitulation that undermines press freedoms essential to democracy. Inside CBS, the atmosphere was reportedly somber following the announcement. Employees expressed a mix of resignation and concern about the implications for the network's editorial integrity under new management. Former CBS News president Andrew Hayward noted that the decision to settle likely originated from corporate executives rather than editorial staff, raising questions about the future of 60 Minutes and its commitment to journalistic principles. The settlement has drawn comparisons to similar financial arrangements made by other media companies with Trump. For instance, Disney, the parent company of ABC News, previously agreed to a $15 million payment to Trump's presidential foundation over a mischaracterization made by anchor George Stephanopoulos. Additionally, Meta, the parent company of Facebook, paid $25 million to resolve a lawsuit regarding Trump's removal from the platform following the January 6 Capitol riot. Critics argue that these settlements reflect a broader trend of corporate media capitulating to political pressure, particularly from Trump and his allies. Democratic lawmakers have called for investigations into the motivations behind these payments, with Oregon Senator Ron Wyden stating, "Paramount just paid Trump a bribe for merger approval. When Democrats retake power, I'll be first in line calling for federal charges." Legal experts have also raised concerns about the potential for these settlements to be perceived as extortion, leveraging Trump's political influence to extract financial concessions from media companies. Charles Elson, a corporate governance expert, pointed out that CBS had more to lose than Trump if the case went to trial, suggesting that the discovery process could reveal damaging information about the company. As the media landscape continues to evolve, the implications of this settlement will likely reverberate throughout the industry. The decision by Paramount Global to settle with Trump raises critical questions about the future of journalistic integrity, the media's role in democracy, and the potential consequences of corporate interests aligning with political power. As the fallout from this case unfolds, it remains to be seen how other media organizations will navigate their relationships with political figures and the impact on their reporting. In a world where the line between journalism and corporate interests becomes increasingly blurred, the need for independent and fearless reporting has never been more crucial. The settlement with Trump serves as a stark reminder of the challenges faced by media organizations in maintaining their integrity while operating in a politically charged environment. As the industry grapples with these issues, the public's trust in the media will undoubtedly be tested in the coming months and years. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.